Good morning everyone, it's Tom and welcome to today's vlog. Now this is episode 2 of my travel series to Croatia and Slovenia for 6 days. So episode 2 today we're going to be doing a lot of sightseeing. I've got a full packed day and I'm so happy because the weather outside looks absolutely stunning. The clouds have gone, blue skies, really hot weather, so I'm wearing my tank top, so I'm going to be sweating a lot and walking a lot today. So what we're going to be doing is Zagreb in a day. So we're going to be trying our best to see as much of the sights as we can in one full day here in Zagreb, and we're going to start with a free walking tour at 11 o'clock just across my hotel at the main square. So we've got a good crash course on what we can see the whole day today. Today we're going to make sure we're going to try some nice Croatian goodies along the way, Croatian snacks. So anyway, let's head down to the main square and catch our free walking tour. So I've just finished the free walking tour, and I always say in my videos to support the free walking tours in every European city you go to, because you always get a really fast crash course of the history and places to go in about 90 minutes or 2 hours. So the one I did today was free spirit tours. Just type that in on Google Maps and it'll show you the meeting point, which is at the square, and the square meaning Banja Lucić main square. If you say the square to anyone, they'll point you to where it is, because the square is only one main square here in Zagreb. So always remember to give them a tip at the end, although according to Croatian laws you have to pay at least 1 kuna. That's their laws apparently, you can't have anything for free. So at least give them 1 kuna, but try and give them a bit more because they do make a lot of effort in their tours. I got some really good ideas from this tour to bring you guys some of the main sites here, which is what we're going to do for the rest of the afternoon. Right opposite Banja Lucić Square is a really cool market that I want to bring you guys to. It's called Dolac, and Dolac Market is open from about 7 till 3 p.m. That's why I'm trying to chase the time and visit it before it closes, and we're going to try and find some yummy street food or some local pastries and drinks here in Dolac Market. So let's take a closer look at Dolac Market and continue immersing ourselves into the history and culture of Zagreb. So let's go. So I've just come out of Dubravica pastry shop, which is just behind me. I wanted to get some really local Burek, which is kind of like filo pastry layered with cheese in it. I got the cheese one. I have had this in Belgrade, Serbia, so I'm curious to see what the Croatian version's like. It only costs 11 or 13 kuna, which is about €2 for this, so super inexpensive. Definitely a nice snack to keep you on the go, especially for us since we're going to be walking the whole day. So let's tuck into our Burek. absolutely delicious. I love Burek so much. It's a little bit oily, but I love how there's that cheese that's kind of like woven through the layers of the pastry. And it's such an inexpensive snack to have and super popular around here. So I'm going to finish off my Burek. I'll probably have another one later on, but you can get it in several different flavors. This one, as I said, is this cheese, kind of like a feta cheese inside, and you can also get a meat one too. This is a little bit not as compacted as the Burek that you'd see in Belgrade, but I still love it nonetheless. I love how the pastry in the middle is not exactly too cooked, so it kind of gives you that crepe kind of feeling. So definitely have Croatian Burek when in Zagreb. So we need to go up to Upper Town Zagreb to check out more of the true old city of Zagreb. Now there's two ways to go up there. You can take the stairs and lose a little bit of weight and some calories because it's a pretty hefty hike up there. Or you can take the shortest funicular in the world, which is right behind me. It's a 66-meter track. I'm going to see if I can get on actually, see if the line isn't long enough. We're going to go up the funicular and then take a look around Old Town Zagreb. Now here in GRADEC, just gotten off the funicular ride, super cute, 5 kuna for that ride, definitely worth it. I was the only one in the funicular, which is actually really surprising. There was super long lines this morning, that's why I waited for the afternoon to go inside. But that ride lasted 1 minute, I guess, and super nice experience. I never really got to go on one before because they were always full, like the time I was in Budapest. But now I was on the shortest funicular ride in the world, so definitely try that out. It's only a few cents, 5 kuna is nothing. You've probably got a few coins lying in your bag when you do come to Zagreb. We're now in GRADEC, which is the old town of Zagreb, and I'm right in front of a tower which is going to give us some amazing views of the entire Zagreb, and it's really hard for me to pronounce it, so sorry if I pronounce it wrong. But this is Lotrščak Tower. It dates back to the 13th century and it was actually an old guard tower. If you saw the cannon earlier, that's where the cannon shot. It shot every day at noon, so it tells everyone in Zagreb that it's noontime or lunchtime. So another interesting fact there. So anyway, let's go up. I'm kind of dreading the stairs to go up the top of this tower and check out the amazing views from Lotrščak Tower. So I'm here at the top of the tower, absolutely amazing views up here. I was actually looking for a place just like this here in Zagreb, and I'm so lucky that I came across this place. 20 kuna to get in, 116 steps to get up the top here, 4 flights or 4 stories, which is actually pretty okay because in every story you have kind of like a museum where you can learn a little bit about Zagreb. I'm gonna absorb these views for the next 20-30 minutes, just relax up here. There's hardly any people here. There's literally 2 or 3 of us up here enjoying the view, so it's not crowded, and it's only about 6 p.m. Now still here in GRADEC, and right behind me is the center of GRADEC, or Upper Old Town. It's St. Mark's Church. That looks absolutely stunning, don't you think? Have a look at the roof and the tiling and the coat of arms on there. This is a 13th century Roman Catholic church. I'm going to see if we can go inside. I'm not quite sure if it's open because I can't see any open doors, but we'll take a walk around and take a closer look at the amazing architecture of St. Mark's Church. So let's go. So we are now at the tallest building in the entire Croatia, the Zagreb Cathedral right behind me. It looks absolutely stunning. It was finished in the 13th century and it stands at 108 meters tall. Not that tall considering other churches and cathedrals around the world, but nonetheless, this is the tallest building in Croatia. It's a Roman Catholic church. I mean, Croatia is 90% Catholic. I just heard a story on my walking tour that inside there's two huge chandeliers, and those chandeliers were replaced about 18-20 years ago by two chandeliers from a Las Vegas casino hotel. Now, that caused a huge scandal back in the day, but I guess everyone's forgotten about it, so I'm curious to see what those chandeliers look like. But anyway, let's take a look inside. It's about to close, actually. It's nearly 7 o'clock. So let's go inside the tallest building in Croatia, the Zagreb Cathedral. So we're here in Kaptol now, and we were in GRADEC before. I heard a really funny story in my walking tour earlier about the two places, Kaptol and GRADEC. Now, they were both perched atop two hills. They actually really despised each other, and in between the two hills there was a bridge, and it was called the Bloody Bridge because that's where they met each other to kind of battle it out to see who had the upper hand between the two villages. And that's where Zagreb came into place. Zagreb is actually right in between the two hills and decided, okay, right, this is the capital, we're all going to live in harmony and we're going to get along. And the funny thing is, I'm actually going to the Bloody Bridge now, which is actually just a road, and right there is where you get all the souvenirs, and I need to do my souvenir shopping because it's my last night here in Zagreb. So we're going to go down to Bloody Bridge, get some souvenirs. Well, it's not really a bridge now. So one of the best places to unwind after a long day of either work or sightseeing is right here in Zagreb 360, which is an observation deck right in the heart of Zagreb. I'm right here in the main square area, and you'll see signs when you're on the main square. Zagreb 360, someone will usher you to the elevator and bring you to the 16th floor of this building. Now, you can buy your tickets online prior to coming, but I didn't do that. I just came here and got my ticket upstairs. But I think it's best if you get your tickets beforehand, especially if you feel that it's going to be peak season, it's going to be busy. So make sure that you reserve a place in this beautiful area to have your sundowners. And I literally came down here for a sundowner drink because sunset today is at 8:30 p.m. It's about 8 o'clock now. So I ordered a drink. I'm going to have a few sips and I'm going to check out the beautiful 360 panoramic views from here in Zagreb 360. To get in here, it's 60 kuna for a ticket to get in. And I ordered my, as usual, drink of the day. My APEROL SPRITZ. I don't know why I'm laughing. I feel like all my vlogs feature an APEROL SPRITZ. So just APEROL SPRITZ here in Zagreb. And this one costs 37 kuna for an APEROL SPRITZ. So it's pretty good price. And I can't wait to check out the sunset so I can see from the back of this building that the sunset matches the color of my APEROL SPRITZ. Cheers. So I'm here in Kitchen and Grill Plac. Now this was suggested to me by the tour guide on the walking tour this morning. He provided us some pamphlets on places to go and places to eat, and this is one of them. And I was really feeling like having a grill because these Balkan states, this area, they're well known for the very well seasoned and cooked meats, and Belgrade was amazing when it came to that, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be the same here. So I ordered the all-time favorite Ćevapi, which is this. The Ćevapi, it's got 5 pieces of seasoned minced meat inside. I'm not sure if I can open it. Inside this kind of like bread patty, and it comes with a side of onions, and I got an extra bit of KAJMAK, and KAJMAK is actually a mix of buttermilk and cream cheese, so that was actually a good tip from locals to have your Ćevapi always with KAJMAK, and can't wait to try that out because I've never tried KAJMAK before. I didn't get to try it when I was in Belgrade, unfortunately. Of course I got it with a side of the amazing fries from here with some special sauce. What I was really surprised about was actually the price. Now, I got this huge Ćevapi, and by the way, this huge one costs 42 kuna, and if you want a smaller one, you can get a smaller one for 29, which is about half the size of this. I got the large Ćevapi with a side of fries for 18, and I got my sparkling water, and everything cost me 83 kuna, which is about 11 euros, and that's actually a really good price. So I'm really happy with the prices of eating out here in Zagreb. I can't wait to dig in. I can just smell it wafting. I can't wait to try this Ćevapi. I loved it when I was in Serbia. Let's dig in and have our beautiful Croatian dinner. I just wanted to have a quick taste of what this KAJMAK is by itself before I start putting on everything. Maybe I don't like it. That is beautiful. I know it's going to go really good with the meat. Let's try the fries. It comes with a special sauce, which smells like mayo and ketchup together. I used to do that as a kid. So let's try this. Amazing as always, as what fries always is. I can't wait to dig into this. Let me cut a piece for you guys and show you how succulent this meat is, yeah? Okay, so let's try this beautiful meat with the KAJMAK on it. I'm so excited because the KAJMAK tastes beautiful. So I've got a bit of it on here. Absolutely beautiful. I can't wait to finish this Ćevapi. It's a huge one. Carbs, meat, extra carbs on the side, and my sparkling water. To be completely honest, I don't know why I'm eating this with a knife and fork, just because everyone else is here. To me, this is street food, and I just want to pick it up with my hands, because that's how I ate it when I was in Belgrade. So maybe I should do that. It's probably going to be easier for me anyway to enjoy my Ćevapi. So I'm going to leave you guys. I'm going to finish my Ćevapi and I'll talk to you in the hotel. Hey guys, so I'm back in the hotel now, so what did you think of today's video? Was able to give you as much advice as I can. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Comment below and tell me what you think. Also, if you have been to Zagreb or you're from Zagreb yourself, which is amazing, give us some tips below in the comments and tell us a place that I wasn't able to go to that maybe some other people in our community might like to do or like to go to if they're planning to come to Zagreb. So I hope I was able to show you as much as I can of the city. The places I went to were the places that I personally wanted to go to, and I also think that you might like to do that. I always like to do a few different things here and there, not just your run-of-the-mill touristy things. I always like to do a little bit of different things, so I hope that I was able to give you some advice in that aspect. I guess it's time to go into my final thoughts about Zagreb. Not much has changed, to be honest, compared to my first impressions video from yesterday. Let me go through the first one, which is the English literacy rate. I've been to so many places and everyone speaks English here, which is amazing. If you're worried about that, don't worry about it. Everyone speaks English and they will make you feel super comfortable, because my second point, the locals are super nice here. They embrace tourists, they look after them, they give them tips. If you're not sure about what you can order on the menu in any restaurant, they'll give you a helping hand, they'll explain to you ingredients. Even in souvenir shops, they'll come and help you pick out a gift for someone if that's what you're looking for. So don't worry about that. Croatians are super nice people. They're very hospitable, so don't worry about that if you're planning a trip to Zagreb or to Croatia in general. Croatia is very affordable. That's what I've experienced here in Zagreb. I'm not too sure about the southern towns because they're a bit more touristy, but Zagreb is generally more affordable. As you noticed, my dinner, I had a huge dinner that I wasn't able to finish, and that was only 11 euros in total, which is a steal because usually one main course is already 15 euros in places like Germany and Scandinavia, where it's probably like 25-30 euros for a main course. And I got a starter, a main course, and a drink for 11 euros, which is absolutely amazing. And the quality of food, wow, I loved what I ate today. I loved what I ate yesterday. So you can't go wrong with the quality of food. They're very good with making sure that anything they serve is of top quality because they use the best ingredients. Make sure that you choose a hotel in the city center area, because all the sites I went to is absolutely walking distance. And I'm just thinking about it now, how many steps did I do today? I can't see it on here because my Fitbit is on a different time zone, so it kind of scrubbed out everything from yesterday, which is actually still today, but my watch thinks it's tomorrow. It did go off. I felt the vibration when it's after 8,000, and I kept on walking for another 3 hours after that. So I'm pretty sure I did about 15 to 20,000 steps today. Zagreb is one of those very walkable cities where you'll be able to burn off all the calories that you ate from eating high carb things like Ćevapi and Burek and stuff like that. Don't worry too much about accessibility because you can walk around everywhere in Zagreb. Also, I was told Uber doesn't work here, but when I first got to the airport, there were so many advertisements of Uber that it works here, and I did fire up the app and it does work. So if you really need to get around with a taxi or Uber, Uber works here, so you can use that as an option too. You don't even need trams or buses to get around here because you can just literally walk everywhere, and I've seen a lot of people even renting bikes, which is another good option too. I'm so happy I came to Zagreb. I grew up with a group of Croatians at school. They of course migrated to Australia during the war period here in the 90s, and I grew up with them. Their family has always been super nice to me, and that was one of the main reasons why I wanted to come down here, and I just wanted to see Croatians in Croatia. It sounds a bit funny, but it only cemented my idea of Croatians being super hospitable and nice regardless of who you are or where you're from. So thank you Zagreb and thank you Croatia for the the amazing hospitality for the 2 days that I've been here. I was kind of thinking if 2 days was enough, but to be quite honest, 2 days is all you need here in Zagreb. It's not a huge city. 2 days is more than enough to go around and see the sites. Each site I went to, you can spend 30 minutes, not even 30 minutes in each site, and you can go on to the next one straight away. But I think in Croatia, you're going to enjoy more the food, and then secondary is going to be all the sites and churches and museums and stuff like that. So you'll always find something to eat that you haven't eaten yet here in Croatia. I was just thinking that if you're a vegetarian or vegan, there might be a few issues here and there because they're meat eaters in this area. But I did see maybe 2 restaurants. I'm sure there's a lot more, but I saw a lot of restaurants popping up. There was one that was about to be open that caters to completely vegan people. I guess if you're vegetarian or vegan, you do have those options here too. Thank you for watching if you have reached this far. I hope you stay tuned because tomorrow in episode 3, I'm going to be taking you to Ljubljana, Slovenia. And I'm so excited because I've been to Serbia and now Croatia, and tomorrow I'm going to Slovenia. So that's going to be 3 out of the 6 or 7 ex-Yugoslavian countries. So it'll be good to be able to give my thoughts on the differences of the 3. Slovenia, I haven't heard too much about it, but I'm excited to see what it's all about down there. Do stay tuned, and if you did like this video, help me out by giving a thumbs up. Also, share it with your friends if they're also planning a trip to Zagreb. Check out my channel and subscribe if you like these types of travel vlogs. There might be another city or country that you're thinking about, and I'll be able to give you my personal impressions or thoughts about that city in case you wanted to add it onto your, for example, Europe trip in the future. Also, connect with me on social media. Instagram, I'm super active there. I love to give polls where I ask you guys what I should do, or if I'm planning to go somewhere, I ask for tips from people around the world. That'll really help out with my vlogs. So let's connect on Instagram and also my Facebook page. Thank you so much once again for watching. I hope you stay tuned for the rest of this series. It's going to be super fun. And until our next episode, always take care, and I'll see you then.